Hey everybody, how's it going? I am Sethum and welcome to the third episode of my mini-series in which I will be breeding mutations for Rexes. So obviously I am working on HP and damage. Currently I am still on the HP mutations. I'm going to carry on with those mutations and hopefully this should be a better video than the previous one, as I'm hoping that this will be over a longer time span. So what you'll see here will be several days, maybe a week and a half worth of me working on my mutation. So if you folks enjoy this video, please do not forget to support me and the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more similar content, and if you have just subscribed, don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new content. Also, if you have just subscribed, why not check out some of my other videos here on this channel? Who knows, you might just enjoy them. Also, for those interested in hanging out with me, you can always find me on the Sethopia Discord. Links to this can be found down below in the video's description as well as in a pinned comment. So, a bit of an update here. Whilst I have been breeding and waiting for things to happen, I have finished, well, I say finished, but it's not actually its final form. But I have completed my base to some level. I have basically closed it off. And so I've used the glass ceilings here and there on the base just to allow for some light to come into the base during the day. And whilst I was finishing off the base, this Pteranodon decided to land inside and would not leave. I mean, it doesn't bother me, so it can stay there. This is what I have so far in terms of color mutations, and I do realize it's a bit dark. I do have this gnarly green right here, which I totally like, so he's definitely a keeper. Alrighty, now I have a full batch of eggs. Let's drop these bad boy and see what we get. I definitely don't want to be here when they hatch. It's going to be a pain, so I'm going to step back a bit and wait for the magic to happen. Come on, little Rexies. You know you want to come out. I mean, most of you won't really make it very far because I will kill you, but... Oh, I can see some colors there. Okay. Where to start? So I'm having a look at the numbers. I can see some interesting things going on. Hopefully we do get some nice mutations. If not, maybe we carry on. So this one, oh, there we go. Okay, you're not what we want. We want a 7-7, so 277 is what we want. 275. Goodbye. 5-3. Nope, you can't stay. 253. That's a bye-bye. 253 again. 253. 253. Damn it. Not getting what I want. Like from a distance it looks nice, but nope, it's not happening by the looks of it. 257. You are a female. Okay. 257. Obviously, I am taking my time here. I don't really want to kill off a fresh mutation. Otherwise, that would set me back a while. I mean, I have been getting quite a few mutations, and somebody mentioned in a previous video that mutations don't really occur in torpor, and basically the way it works out is the higher the level of Rex, the higher amount of torpor, which seems to make sense. Because I've noticed the torpor increase, or the amount of torpor increase on each mutation. So yeah, that makes a bit of sense. That means that the ones that I said that had a mutation in torpor was actually a mutation that was not visible. So we'll take you. You can stay. Put you out there because you're safer. You don't really want to kill you. And then we got here 255. Obviously, I like the pink color. I think I might possibly have it, but I'm not sure. So, with that being said and done, I am going to keep you as well. And if you turn out to be a duplicate color, obviously we know where that's going to end up. So I'm going to put you out here. like so. Okay. And let's clear this batch out. You are not a keeper, so goodbye. Oh, 255. Okay, hold on a bit. Don't see anything different about you. Well, goodbye. 275. Okay, we'll keep you. So I'll pick you up. Whoa. I do need a female, obviously. Well, actually need a couple of females to help breed things a bit faster. There is... Oh, I can't get there. Oh, this is so dodgy. Okay, what are you? Male. Well, that answers that. Obviously, I am in the process of trying to get females out. This is so annoying. Oh well. Like so. Now, what are you? Male. Again. I am getting loads of males. That is something that I am observing. Obviously, I don't want you because I want a nice, gnarly color. If I can get through, please. No. Okay, well, let's see what you are then. Male again. What a surprise. Alright, let's clear out a path to these guys. Like so. Well, that's good enough for me. You are not a keeper, so... Bye-bye. Okay, what are you? Please be female. Yes, you are. Okay. You are a temporary keeper, because obviously I'm only going to keep one female for the little showcase that I'm doing in terms of at the end of the series, where I'm going to be showing off all of my mutations and how things worked out and stuff. All of the other females used for breeding will of course have to go. I am not filling my base up with that many Rexes. Okay. And these things are loud as hell. So, roughly speaking, I'm going to go with about 5 Rexes in terms of females. That should be good enough. Oh, you are annoying. That should be good enough for the eggs to come out. Oh, I can see something there. Hold on. I need to get to that guy. So as I was saying, I'm going to be going with 5 Rex or female Rexes in terms of breeding in 1 male. That is a plan that should be fast enough for me to be able to breed and get the fertilized eggs. They don't have a cooldown timer after being bred, so that means they can breed continuously. Otherwise, I would have gone for more female Rexes. I would have most probably saved every female Rex that met the standards required for the mutation I was on. So, obviously I don't have to do that. That's probably what you'll have to do on official servers. But then, getting rid of them can be a bit of a pain. I mean, I suppose if you are on a PvP server, you can use them as cannon fodder. Oh, 7-7. Hello. Okay, where is your mutation? Okay, I'm struggling to see. Okay, it looks like it's gone into weight, if I'm correct. Which is a bit sucky, but you are a color mutation, and I'm trying to get to you if I can. Okay, that'll do. So obviously I will keep you for the moment. It does not guarantee your existence in the long run. This is just so I have a bit of a log in terms of what color I have got so far. Now, 5-3. Obviously he's not a keeper, or she's not a keeper. Who cares? Numbers do not meet my requirements. 5-5. Okay, that's a mutation. Anything special about you? Nope. Obviously, I do not care about stats because it is well below my standard of Rexes. So I can see anything about you that's different. Which means, okay, next one. You are a 7-7. Oh no, that's a 5-5. Okay, so these guys must have been twins then. Twinsies. Okay, I'm stuck again. And what have we got here? 5-3. Goodbye. 5-3 again. Goodbye to you as well. And you. And I'm going to try to avoid getting stuck as much as possible, which is actually quite challenging at the moment. Because then I can bring my Griffin in and just with one swipe clear out this floor. Which is why I have a Griffin down here, which is one Griffin that I'm going to use just for clearing the breeding grounds, the hatchery, if you will, of all the dead bodies that I'm going to have. Okay, 7-5, what are you? Okay, never mind. Well, should have really kept it, but what the heck? Who's counting? Okay. Again, mutation there, but I don't know. I don't see anything change. So, stats, whatever it mutated it in, is irrelevant. We don't. Oh, hello. Come here, buddy. Let's disable wandering, and let's do the same for following. So yeah, with the 255s, obviously those will be mutations, as our base level that we started at was 253. However, when they do mutate, they tend to get two mutations, one in a color mutation and the other one would be a stat mutation. Because they are too low, we don't really care about the stat mutation. You know, I am quite far in terms of the stat mutations. I don't really want to keep like a level 255 for stat. I am keeping them though for the colors. I don't know, to be fairly honest, if I'm going to try and breed the colors and then try and breed them with the final Rexes. Could do that. So yeah, I'll probably have a bit of a think about it, or I might just scrap that idea. It depends on how long it takes to get the final product. Okie dokie, we are now on the 13th HP mutation, so 7 more to go. Obviously this time around I was a bit unlucky and got a male. I mean, so far so good in terms of the HP mutations, and what I mean by that is I did get predominantly females, which kind of made life a lot easier, because when I do get a male, then I need to breed it with the base female to obtain females with that mutation, which I can then breed with the base male. So obviously every time I get a male, that just adds to the amount of time it takes to get the final Rex with the mutations in HP. So obviously we're breeding this wonderful lady with that guy over there. Hopefully we'll get a nice color for the little log thing that I'm doing there at the bottom of the base. I do like this color. It is a nice brick, dark brick kind of color, brick red sort of deal. Got some eggs, so let's see what we can get out of these eggs. Ideally, I would like a female with the HP mutation and with the color as well. I do also want to keep the brick red color. I do actually like it, and as you saw there, whilst I was waiting for things to happen here at the base, again I went to the wyvern pit and got me some more eggs. Obviously I am going to try and get some nice high level wyverns, and once I get that I might actually start breeding them. Now I do have a mod on the server that allows us to breed wyverns, so that's going to be fun to do. And so if you guys are looking forward for that, why not let me know down below in the comments. I might even start breeding wyverns if I get eggs that I think are good, or good stats or something like that. just before I finish off with the Rexes. That's just to keep things a bit varied. It does get a bit boring just doing this over and over again. So I do want some sort of entertainment. So the plan here is I am hoping to get at least one female with the brick red color. So that means you are a no-go. Definitely no mutations. That is the base level, which means, I mean, I could keep one for the color mutations, or I could keep the male. Decisions. Do you know what? I'm gonna keep you as a backup color mutation just in case I accidentally kill off the male. So we'll take you. I mean, I'm trying to get this done as quick as possible. Obviously, I am limited by these settings on the server, which don't really allow me. I mean, there is a mature time on the server. There is a breeding timer on the server. I do want to still work for it. I don't want things to come for free. And so... But obviously, I don't have a lot of time on my hands to be looking after a Rex till it reaches maturity for 7 days. That's just not happening. You know, I've got other things to do, and so it takes about 4 or 5 hours for a Rex to fully mature. So God knows how many weeks it's been. I think it's been well over 2 weeks now since I've been working on this, and I am hoping that my patience will keep up and I get to see the end product. I do really want that super OP Rex. So I'm hoping that I am motivated enough to get to the end of it. At the moment, I don't feel my patience being tested as much, but I'm guessing as I get towards the end of my goal, I will start to lose patience and probably even make mistakes. Seriously? Okay. Here you are. Please be perfect. Female, you are a keeper, sir. Ma'am, even. And so this is what we were after. I can then get rid of that male, which will probably go down into the color mutations section of the base. So you are a 13 times HP mutation and you are a female, so we're going to put that in your name just so I know what you are. And obviously, to keep you safe from myself, I'm going to pick you up and carry you on my shoulder. Can I want that back, please? I'm going to get rid of this as well. That's not what I meant to do. Oops. There we go. I am feeling the crunch. I am feeling very tired. I have been doing this for the whole day. So, as I said before, I am making some mistakes. I mean, these aren't really big mistakes, and I do expect at the end of this, or by the end of this, to make some serious mistakes. But as long as I get to the end, it shall all be okay. Also, when I get to the end product, I mean, there's no point in keeping you anymore, is there? Right, I'm gonna put this. So this is, I've decided to call this guy, or probably gonna call this guy Harvester, because that's what he does. He just harvests the meat. He does have a good AoE in terms of his swipe. So do I want to keep you? Do I not want to keep you? Might keep you just because. I suppose I'll keep him in for the first phase. Getting him out of here is going to be a pain, though. I'm going to keep him in first instance, just in case I accidentally kill off the color mutated male. And that gives me a backup for this color. I can see myself making a few mistakes with the euthanasia gun. I mean, I have made some mistakes and have killed off some colors and only noticed that they were color mutations after I killed them off. But nothing to set me back in terms of the stat mutations. But I can see that happening, which is why I am keeping this guy for the moment. And then I'm going to drop off my... Hold on. I think that guy was a male, wasn't he? So he should really go here in the male section. I'm going to wait for him to come up, and then I shall dash into the second level, which is dedicated to the color mutations that I get for the Rexes. So that should be alright. You should be able to pass over, and you did. And wait for you to come a bit closer, and then you can wait here while I sort all the other bits and pieces out. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. So I have now finished with the HP mutations, and boy, was this a long journey. I've had several days in which I only got 1 or 2, at the most 3 HP mutations. So towards the end it felt quite excruciating, but I have made it to the end, and I have obtained a fully mutated Rex in HP. So that is of course a stat mutation that I was going for. Next one that I'm working on is now damage. Hopefully will go at least as slow as this one, but I have a feeling it will be slower. Now the feeling, or what gives me that feeling, is the fact that whilst I have been breeding the HP mutation, I'm not really seeing very many mutations occur in damage, so I think this is going to take a bit longer. So realistically, in terms of time, real life time, it's taken me about 3 weeks, just over 3 weeks, to get this fully mutated line of Rexes. So I'll show you briefly what has happened here. So this is the second HP mutation, and I've noticed that with each mutation in HP, the Rexes get around 400 additional HP. So by my calculations, I said at some point in a previous video that it should reach 20,000 HP base mutation base stats. Oh Jesus Christ, I'm tired. Yeah, so at some point in previous video I did say that my Rexes should reach and exceed a base HP line of 20,000, which I did achieve, and I was correct. It's just somewhere around 20,400 HP. So as you can see, they get around 400 additional HP. This guy's got some saddles, so I might as well pick these up. So as you can see, we are getting there. This is quite far along down the mutation line, and as things were happening, I was somewhat enthusiastic. I could not wait to see the final product, and I'm so glad that I got to this point. So there you go. There's a bit of a difference in terms of a bit of a significant jump in the HP mutations. I don't really understand how and why that occurred, but who am I to judge? I am happy with what I have, and so here we have it. We are ending or coming near the end of the mutation in HP. So we already have 17 mutations in HP already at this point, and we are getting close to the 20,000 HP mark. Here we have it. And the last two, these are 20 mutations. This guy, lady. So I've got a pair here basically. One is a male, the other one is a female, because I don't know what mutation what gender I will finish off with the damage. So I don't really want to breed over and over again until I find the perfect pair. That's why I have, or the perfect gender, or the right gender even, which is why I've kept a male and a female. Obviously the female has been leveled up, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend all of the points from leveling up only in health to see what this thing can achieve if I were to just put all the points in the health. So I want to see what numbers this thing can achieve. Obviously, when I have the final product that has mutations both in damage as well as in HP, I will of course split the points depending on what I think is best for the bosses. So I'm gonna go on. I want to see. There's a bit of a time delay between the point being invested and the change taking occurrence. Obviously, as you can see, she does heal quick because she's got infinite stats on her for that reason. I mean, it really doesn't make a difference in terms of my gameplay, as one of these two Rexes will only be used for breeding and obtaining the final result. Alright, that's quite an astonishing amount of health. I know I said I was gonna do only HP. Let's do some damage and see what this looks like. I mean, I like it. If I'm honest, I actually like the way this Rex looks. Obviously not the final product, but yes. So final level 366 for this particular sort of mutation. This is not obviously the end, so we have to add another 40 levels, and by my calculation a final Rex with both mutations should easily achieve or exceed level 400. So let's go up here. I am currently, or have just currently started breeding the damage mutations. So as I said before, I have a feeling that this is going to take quite a while. I'm trying to arm myself with as much patience as humanly possible, but I am human, and boy, do I have a feeling this is going to take a long time. I'm not being negative here, I'm just being realistic. So we have the base female here, which is now being bred with our first mutation in damage, which we got quite early on. This happens to be obviously a male. So the first aim of the game is to obtain a female with that mutation, which I can then breed to the base male and then get multiple females with that particular mutation. After which, hopefully things should happen fairly quickly. I'm trying to be optimistic. However, in the just over 3 weeks that I've been doing this, I have not seen very many mutations take place in damage. So I'm hoping that was just a random thing and maybe things will change out. I don't know. I do not know. Okay, we have a Rex here that I'm using for hunting. We do have this guy over here, which I'm going to try and put everything in health and just see what happens. I'm just going to go all health on this guy. Obviously, he's not a keeper, and I've just realized it's actually a she, so she's not a keeper. This is just something to entertain myself with and kind of just see what is what. I don't know, play around with it a bit. Actually, I was going to go all health, but I think 100,000 is enough in health. As a matter of fact, 100,000 is more than enough, especially on the vanilla sort of gameplay that I'm trying to copy here, if that makes sense. So I thought might as well actually change that plan and go into some damage, kind of see what this thing can do with that amount of damage, just for fun. No particular reason. Obviously, I'm not going to keep this Rex. I do already have this particular color, and it's not something I'm interested in, but I do want to play around just to keep things a bit mixed up. Ooh, the trike centers me, and a nice roll before we go and attack it, and it's time to attack it. Okay, 479 damage. It's not that bad. So basically, I can average it out to about 500 damage, which isn't bad, to be honest. I do think, though, once I have finished with the damage mutation, that should significantly increase, which should make the boss battles a lot more fun. Might as well gather some of these things. I don't have to waste my own materials to make them. I do get picks and swords and stuff out of this, so might as well. Sorry about that, just clearing my throat. And I guess it's time for you to go bye-bye. I'm gonna kind of walk towards my base and then get rid of this Rex, and so probably gonna end the episode here, folks. That is it for this particular episode. Join me in the next one, where we will be working on the damage mutations and see how far I get along with that episode. If you have enjoyed it, please do not forget to support me and the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more similar content from myself, and if you have just subscribed, also remember to check out some of my other videos here on this channel. Who knows, you might just enjoy them. And for those interested in hanging out with me, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Links to this can be found down below in the video's description, as well as in a pinned comment. Until next time, stay safe, folks.